Right now.
That's what they say when we're together.
Welcome back to the Monsters Mornings Rip Radio 104.1.
This song is so good, though.
It really is. And listen,
Come on,
somebody
you hear it
said,
and it takes you
someone
back.
says, "Oh man, Tiffany is cool. She hung out with us in Flagler all the time. I met her a few times." You know,
I think I partied with her too. I think we both partied with her, Russ.
I'm
Like,
not
we've
saying
known
Tiffany's
her,
not cool. She probably is very cool. And Carlos made a very good point, a very, very good point. There was a day that a drunk girl singing off key barefoot on stage was my, with that. Yeah, that's all I needed. That was the girl of my dreams.
Get a segment, 15 years.
So I am not mad at Tiffany. I'm just saying that, listen, we've been drunk on stage. My God, we thought we had to get drunk to be on stage, and we're drunker than hell. So I'm not throwing stones. I'm just saying this has made, it's made TMZ, and it's not a good look. And somebody who was sober should have said, "Hey, yo, Tiffany, come on, girl, get off stage," because it's oof. Do we have the audio, Angel?
Yeah. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
All right. So
there's a video, and now she curses out the audience at some point.
That's
so
always good. I've learned when I got mad at the audience,
Yeah.
started cursing them out, is they get together and they're like, "We love this person now," or they turn against you.
You could definitely hear the audience when that happens. Here's how that goes down.
Oh my God. I don't even know what song this is.
I like it. It's kind of grunge.
Oh, yeah.
This is my hit.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna sing it right.
I'm gonna sing it right. There she goes. Hold it.
Here we go.
Look away.
Oh. Oh.
It's pretty painful.
Okay, there it goes
Here's
on.
the thing, and you
can
haven't
watch it
seen
at
the
Monsters
visual.
FM.
Yeah, you got to see the visual that goes with this.
Yeah, they panned down to her barefoot, and she was
But this was at a
Playboy.
this was at a big festival, right? Like with Kendrick Lamar and
No, this was in Melbourne.
No, this was in Melbourne on a
wow.
stage with a dude playing guitar. Do we have his sound man on?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
got Ryan, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, I got to talk to Chris because once again, I'm not saying Tiffany's a bad person. We've been
Hell
drunk on
no.
stage before, but this is not a good look. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing?
Hey, listen to what? Listen. This already was getting hits before we put it up here, but it was thousands of people have seen it. But now I got to ask you. Obviously, she had a couple drinks, right?
I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave that at yes. It was an interesting night. From the very beginning of the night. Number one, as a sound engineer, and Russ, actually, my stepdad actually mentioned my company, Resbro. A while back.
Yeah, I remember this. His stepdad called in. He has an audio equipment son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. So this is Chris. I'm the owner of the company. That was my stepdad.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we run most of the events here in Melbourne, and I got contracted to run this show, and the show started off, man. And I set up for Tiffany via her writer, and asked her tour manager, "Hey, do you want to do a sound check?" And he was like, "No, everything's good." I was like, "Okay, cool." Well, once the opening band, DL Sirius, Chris Long, DL Sirius, local band here in town, long time. They did a great job. Anyhow, when Tiffany got up there, the very first song, she starts trying to call me out as the sound guy, trying to say that she can't hear herself in the monitors.
Yeah.
And it's just craziness. So I went up on stage and I sat there with her. I said, "Okay, we're gonna do a sound check live on stage."
Which is never a good thing to do. I mean, we've done that before, but it's not a good thing to do.
Doom.
So she tried to make me look bad, and honestly, it's the only reason I'm actually calling you guys, and I'm calling her out because
All right, call her out.
And you know what? It's funny. Chris, hold on for 1 second. Chris, hold on for 1 second. And I tell you what, I was thinking about this too. I do a lot of thinking during the breaks, and I was going to get my coffee.
Russ is a big thinker.
I'm a big
I don't know if
thinker.
y'all know,
And
Russ is a big thinker.
I was thinking about what Carlos said, and I'm like, Carlos, you're right. You know, a girl singing off stage, you know, barefoot. Normally that would be my perfect girl.
That got you, didn't it? That got you.
But I'll tell you something else that got me. I believe in the secret, and the secret is the energy you put out is the energy you get back, right? And I remember that Tiffany was supposed to come in and do and be on our show, and at the last minute she decided she was too tired, and we had already promoted.
Oh, I remember
Tiffany's
this.
gonna. Yeah, Tiffany's going to be here. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. And the only reason I went ahead and put this story up this morning is because I remember, well, she dicked us over before.
Damn.
And that, my friend, is how the secret works. And now you got the sound guy who she treated poorly. And now the sound guy's like, you know what? I don't mind calling the monsters because she was a bitch to me. So this is how the secret works. Would you not agree, Chris?
100%, Russ. And man, listen. You know, you guys hear that saying, turn up the talent in the monitor?
Yeah.
You know, if anybody that's been in a band or anything else, you know, basically that means you put effects in the monitor. And that's all she wanted. That when she was trying to call me out saying her monitors weren't right, she just wanted more effects in her monitors to make herself sound better. It just got so bad throughout the night, man. So bad.
Well,
now, she obviously was super, super drunk. I mean, and you're the sound guy, so you're just paid to be there. It's not like you travel with her or anything.
he's the sound company.
But don't you think somebody should have told her, hey, listen, this is not don't be on stage right now. You know, I mean,
I'll tell you what, Russ, I actually, I told my wife all night, I said, you know what? I'm like, I don't understand why her manager or her handler or her security guy, she had a crew of like 5 people there with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I understand how none of these 5 people are saying like, yo, let's just reschedule this. Let's do it another time.
Well, Chris, you know, because they don't get paid if she doesn't get up there and dance like a chicken. You know, if she doesn't do her job, they all don't get paid. Ryan, you have a question for Chris, who is the sound man who worked with Tiffany on this horrible thing that is making it's on TMZ. It's making all the rounds where she blows the song. I think We're Alone Now.
Yeah,
well,
Chris, you said it got actually worse in the green room though, in your message.
Yes, it got way.
Oh, Chrissy.
Chris, we're on radio, and the FCC does not allow that particular word. Are you letting it build?
Listen, my bad, bro. Fact is, I live by sound guy rule. I control the sound. I control the content. Tiffany's a bitch.
It's going to take a second. Chris needs to call back.
Yeah, listen, Angel. I'm the sound guy. Okay, I'm still here. And listen, did he not have the sound guy voice that you hear
he
in
definitely
every rock
had
and roll?
Melbourne sound voice.
But listen,
Chris, you got to call back, buddy, but you can't use that word on the FCC frowns on it.
Hey, Russ, it's all good, bro. I actually was your sound guy for the Jumbo Frimps tour in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah?
And you had a bad rendition of MC Sandwich where you only got out about a verse and then you threw up on stage.
I did that every time, and you know that, Carlos. I'd get excited and forget the second verse. Chris, buddy, you can't use that word, all right?
Yeah, sorry, that was totally my bad. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So anyway, you're backstage in the green room after the show. What happened in the green room?
Yeah, so after the show, obviously, my job is to clean up the stage, wrap cables, so on and so forth. So I wrapped all my cables and went to go back into the green room, which is our storage room. And I walked in the room, and Tiffany was straight laid out in the chair. So I just kind of walked by her and started hanging up cables. And next thing I know, I got kicked in the gut. I'm like, what? I turn around and Tiffany is literally drunkenly punching and kicking me.
Oh my god!
Now, listen,
I'm like, dude, if I had a body cam right now, like new headline: 80's pop star Tiffany assaults soundman backstage.
Wow.
Now that's just a great story. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Let her be.
Honestly, that in itself was worth me. I just got off a cruise ship from working a 7-day cruise doing audio for DJs.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, came home excited to do that show because my wife loves Tiffany.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I want to go. And at the end of the night, my wife was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did not miss this.
But Chris, you got to understand, when you came into that room, she thought that she was alone.
I
then.
was gonna do that.
And so you snuck up on her,
Yeah.
and then that scared her, and
Yeah.
it caught into this whole thing. You got to be quiet, Ryan. You got to
I
be
know.
quick. You
I
gotta
know. I
be-
was waiting for my chance.
Okay, all right.
So Chris, but
that was pretty good.
Chris, isn't it funny though? If she had sang bad on stage and she was nice to you and polite, you never would have called our show to rub it in a little bit, would you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, as a sound engineer that's been touring the world for years, no, I would never do that. But hey, don't mess with the sound guy.
Who was the worst to work with as far as yelling at you? Because I mean, I've seen a bunch of shows where
Tiffany just abused him. Tiffany
Yeah.
just kicked him in the gut.
He was
like,
just-
with the-
I mean,
I was just thinking, I saw
Tiffany
Boy
definitely
George.
takes the cake, man.
I saw Boy George one time though, backstage go and grab the sound guy by the collar like he's gonna kick his ass, and I'm like, that's Boy George. You think he's very feminine, but he would have killed this guy.
Tiffany, 80s pop star Tiffany assaulted this man in a green room the other day, Russ. I would say it's pretty bad.
I know, but I mean, if he's worked with Motorhead, maybe it was worse for somebody else. I don't know. I mean, is there anyone else?
That would have been amazing because Lemmy's dead.
I actually have worked with Murray, but outside of that, I would say probably my most extreme experience was with Marilyn Manson, probably in like 98, 99, where he came off stage back to the front of house soundboard and took his microphone and started slamming it into the soundboard. Just because it was Marilyn Manson. I mean, that's what it was then.
It's coming back to get him now. Did you see the latest thing? I guess he had some sort of a torture room in his house or
What?
something.
No way. Not Marilyn Manson.
yeah.
Marilyn, no. Wait a second. You're going to tell me Marilyn Manson had a torture room in his house? Now what is up
Hard
is
to
down, what
believe.
is down is up. I can't believe this.
Yeah, Karen Carpenter maybe, but not Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, exactly. That's a nice reference there, Karen freaking Carpenter.
Hey, man.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
man, it was a complete, absolute 100% wreck. When I left the venue, I said to my wife, I was like, "Man, this is TMZ material." And first thing in the morning, the next morning, it was on TMZ. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
wow.
it's all over the place. And if you want to see what we're talking about, the absolute train wreck, poor girl blows it on stage horribly. It's at monsters.fm. Tiffany, did she get through the whole song, Chris?
Well, maybe a half a verse and then started it over again and got through a little bit of it again. No. The answer is no.
Oh, man.
I'm seeing the video now. Okay.
Yeah, pretty bad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the answer is no. The video you guys are seeing on TMZ, like what they posted on TMZ, obviously was from somebody at very front row at the stage.
Yeah.
But there was, I mean, right before that, there was probably 10 minutes of rambling on about her doing custom jean jackets.
She looks like she does custom jean jackets.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, this is not fair, totally not fair. And you could say, there was a day maybe I could have been in Playgirl, and now I can't, right? But Tiffany was in Playboy at one time, and absolutely, beautiful. And it just sucks to see what happens, what age does to you. I mean, it's done the same to me, but yeah, age and notoriety. Is that the right word?
And
I guess.
alcoholism, from my opinion on this one.
Yeah.
But let's do a little positive here. Think about it. Tiffany became famous by going to malls and singing in malls and just going out and grinding I mean, that's how she got her name out there. And before there was any social media, so she had a really cool little story with her career. It's just that in Melbourne, she really screwed the pooch on that one.
Like malls, she sucks
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
So.
I will say that and the guy playing guitar next to her, Mark was his name. That's actually her boyfriend and her producer that produced her last two albums. He was trying to push her along, keep going along, and I will say that they did continually let everybody know that she did just end a tour like 4 days ago with LA Guns for 3 months.
With LA Guns?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that, and we didn't bring the fact that it was LA Guns.
Was it
and that
LA
she
Guns?
Okay.
I thought
Tiffany,
it was Detroit Shotguns.
No, LA Guns is a metal band, guys.
Right. Well, just like y'all were saying, the thing is, hey, if you're announcing that she just got done with a tour for 3 months and her voice isn't good, then reschedule the show.
Yeah, I
as a
got
tour
you.
manager, as your as your handler or whatever it is. You
right.
schedule the show.
Chris,
No
thanks
big
for
deal.
calling.
And honestly,
Thanks for calling us.
the owners of the
Right.
of the venue are inviting her back for another show to basically redeem herself. We don't know when that's going to be, but she will be back in Melbourne to redeem what happened.
Will you be the sound guy?
More than likely.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling. We appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving. And that's if you want to see the video we're talking about, it's at monsters.fm right now. And yeah, she doesn't hit all the notes properly, let's just say. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.